Welcome back, design students. All right, so let's continue with this. Let's select this one cross piece that we have left. Let's turn on angle snaps. We're going to hold down Shift, and we're going to rotate in the Z-axis, I think, exactly 180 degrees. And then we're going to take the Move tool, and we're going to move this over to the other side. Now, this one doesn't need to be different from this one because they're on opposite sides of the box. So let's grab this one that we just copied, hold down Shift, and rotate this one 90 degrees, and move it in the X-axis over here, and then move it in the Y-axis so that it's in place. And then let's, with this one selected that we just copied, let's hold down Shift and move it over to the other side and click OK. Now this one doesn't look right to me, so I'm going to get my rotate tool with angle snaps and I'll rotate it 180. I think this one needs to come in a little bit more. They need to be just inset a little bit. Okay, now we need one on the top. So let's go select one, get the rotate tool, hold down Shift, make sure angle snaps is turned on, and rotate in the, I think, Y-axis, X-axis, exactly 90 degrees. There you go. 90 degrees. And then move this into place and move it up. And make sure it's inside a little bit. And then we should just be able to hold down Shift and move this down into the Z-axis. This one doesn't look right to me, so I think I'm going to get my rotate tool and rotate it 180 so that it makes this triangle with these. Should make this triangle, so that's what reinforces it. So now I have my boards in place, and we can begin to make them look different. So I'm going to select one of them, and we'll delete that edit poly at the top of the stack. I'm going to grab that gizmo, and I'm going to move it over a little bit so it has a different part of the texture visible. So open that one up, and we're going to move that one to make that one look different. And then put an edit poly at the top of the stack and do this one. Just going to grab this gizmo. Oops, sorry, it doesn't like that. Delete this first, then grab this gizmo and move it. And then grab this gizmo and move it. And then put an edit poly at the top of the stack and move on to the next one. You see how these are exactly the same. They don't need to be the same. They need to be different. Delete that first one. Grab that gizmo. Move it so that it looks different. Grab the second gizmo and move it so that it looks different. And we just need to make sure that they all look different from each other. And the top and the bottom don't matter really, because let's do it just for one, to be able to do one more. Add an edit poly at the top of the stack, and then select the top one, delete that first one, grab that first gizmo, grab the second gizmo, what happened? And close them, and edit poly at the top of the stack, and we are done. Now we can select everything, right click, convert to an editable poly, and then save everything. And then when we come back, and then in the final video of this series, what we're going to do is upload this model to Sketchfab so that we can view it in 3D online. And then we're going to add a Sketchfab item to our ArtStation portfolio, as well as a nice render, which we'll set up in the next video. And I'll see you then.